If you've been dealing with pain and discomfort, foam rolling has probably been your go-to. You've probably spent some time foam rolling your quads, your glutes, your low back, your hamstrings, maybe your IT band without long-lasting relief. In this video, I'm going to go into why foam rolling is not the best use of your time. It's not doing what you think it's doing, and we could actually be doing instead so you can move the needle in the right direction. My name is Dr. Housel. I'm a performance physical therapist and movement coach. I specialize in working with athletes and high performers. And I love the game of basketball, so I love to work with recreational hoopers all the way up to more competitive ones, but really anyone in between that just likes to train hard and do so that they can perform really well for the long haul and take care of themselves. This is my wheelhouse. So before we dive into the video, please subscribe to this channel, drop a like down below, and please comment on this video if there's something that you want to see in future videos that I can make for you, because this is all about you. And as you grow, I want to grow. The last thing I'll say before we dive in is I have a free guide linked down below in the description. The guide is going to teach you all about why you're stuck in the pain cycle, how to evaluate yourself and get out of this situation, and ultimately progress that up and scale it back to your training goals, personal goals, so that you can feel good for a really long time. That's the main goal, feel good for a really long time, because when you're 30, 40, 50, you don't want to be that guy that's just saying, oh, when I was younger. No. Subscribe to this channel, grab that guide, you're going to love it. So most people that feel pain and tightness feel like this need to just smash that tissue, spend a lot of time on the roller. They're breaking up adhesions, they're breaking up knots that they're feeling, they're just loosening things up. And I was there myself. I spent over a year taking like 15 minutes at a time at the start of my workouts, just rolling around on a roller to feel a little bit better, feel a little bit looser, but it was transient. And yeah, I felt a little bit better afterwards, but it just sucked away the actual meaningful workout time that I was having. And then I wasn't able to progress in the things that actually mattered to me. And because we're adults and we have lives, you only have like an hour to work out. If you have more, it might be a Saturday or you're just lucky. But all that's to be said, you could spend a lot more productive time doing other things other than laying on a roller. We're about to dive into why rolling isn't doing what it's actually doing, or what you think it's doing, and what we're actually going to be able to do instead that moves the needle. So pain and tightness is hardly ever just a tissue issue. It's more of a tissue or muscle result. And what I mean by that is your nervous system is the controller of all your movement, and it's going to dictate whether something feels tight, whether it feels inhibited or loose, for lack of a better term, or just overall a little bit uncomfortable, where you feel like, I can't really feel that muscle. This is your nervous system talking. Its job and goal is to protect you. And so when we roll a tight muscle or we work on it, it feels good for the moment, because what is actually happening here is when you lay down on that roller, it's going to send an input to your nervous system, to your brain, that's going to teach that area, hey, this is fine, let's relax. And so what ends up happening, you get a little reduction in the tension in that tissue or that sensation that you're having, feel a little bit better, and then you kind of move on. But the thing is, that doesn't actually last. It doesn't stay there for the long term. And the reason behind that is because, again, your nervous system needs context for why it should actually change and feel safe. If it needs to feel safe, rather, the best way to actually do that is teach your body how to get into certain positions and load the certain tissues that we need to load, likely the ones that feel a little bit uncomfortable, in a comfortable way, so that your body can learn that it's safe. We can get stronger there, build our capacity, build our resilience, and then we just progressively scale that up. So as an example, what we can do instead, if you have someone that has a cranky knee, a really tight quad, or aggravated IT band, likely we just need to get some loading through the quads in a way that doesn't threaten the system. One way that we can start to do this are through isometric holds. So a wall sit, a split squat isometric, or even like a leg extension can be a great way to get some blood flow and activation through that area. Again, that is non-threatening, that feels really good. And what this is going to allow us to do is have a more effective warm-up, and then you can get into more meaningful training on your lower body days or whatever it is that you want to do, jump training, etc. And so the take home with that is, instead of just passively mashing your tissues, get into positions that your nervous system avoids safely. Have that go really well, build success with that, and then your nervous system adapts. This is long-lasting change. And so if foam rolling worked, you wouldn't have to do this every single day. You wouldn't have to spend 15 minutes at a time rolling out your tissues just to feel a little bit better. Find that safe entry loading point to the tissues that need to be loaded, have yourself be successful, have it go well, and then we progress that over time. If you enjoyed this video, again, please hit that subscribe button, drop a like down below. It really helps out the channel, but also it helps out other people that are in the same place that you're in. I encourage you to also drop a comment down below. I will respond to you. I will engage with you. And if there's anything that you want to see on your end, I would love to make content about that, because I'm making mistakes here. I'm trying to figure out how to get better. And your suggestions are going to help me get better, which is going to help me help you get better. We're a team, and let's do this thing. The last thing I'll say before I leave is if you want to talk more specifically about your situation and you want to just have someone hold space for you or direct you towards what you need to do or develop a game plan, you can grab a link, time block down below. Grab a link. There's a link down below. Grab a time block with me to a free discovery call. Again, we'll dive into all that. I'll build out a roadmap for you, and we can talk about what it looks like to work together if that's ultimately what you want to pursue. Again, grab that free guide, also linked below. It's going to teach you all about why things aren't working the way that you think they're working or why they're just not helpful for you, and actually get out of pain and back to where you want to be. All right, that's it. I'll talk to you in the next one. I'll see you later.